What's up guys, David here, and the OnePlus 3 speed test is coming, I promise. But first things first, we have to figure out which phone it'll face. So today, we're pitting 3 phones against one another in the Exynos variant of the S7, the LG G5, and the HTC 10. All of these phones faced off against the Snapdragon variant of the S7 in the previous episode, and all of them came out victorious. So let's find out which phone is the Android speed test champ, and which phone will defend that title in the next episode. On your mark, get set, go. Alright, so right off the bat, the LG G5 takes the lead, being the quickest to snap a selfie, with the Galaxy S7 right behind it and the HTC 10 falling into third. As the HTC 10 tries its best to make up for its sluggish start, the G5 looks to keep its lead, being the first to move on to Asphalt 8, but the Galaxy S7 is still hot on its heels, looking to make a comeback in the speed test, and actually does as it passes the G5 and moves on to Clash of Clans. So as you can see, this is still anybody's race, even the HTC 10, which is now a full lap behind the other two, with it barely getting started on Clash of Clans, and the Galaxy S7 ahead of the pack working on Photoshop Mix. But if there is going to be a comeback, it's most likely going to have to be in Lapse-It, where each phone will have to create a time lapse from the same exact video file. So the 2 phones to keep an eye on right now are the S7 and the G5, as both are on Lapse-It with both processing the same video. And the G5 has actually recaptured the lead, with it passing the S7 and continuing to add on to its lead frame by frame. So a great comeback by the G5. We'll see if the HTC 10 can do the same, since it has the Snapdragon processor as well. And yeah, it looks like it is going at a faster rate, but it might be too little too late, as both the G5 and now the S7 have both moved on to ESPN and Netflix. So as the Galaxy S7 finishes ESPN, the G5 finishes with Netflix, putting it a full app ahead and really redeeming the Snapdragon 820 processor, which just looked weak under the hood of the US variant of the S7. But on the G5, it's firing on all cylinders, finishing the first lap with a time of 1 minute and 36 seconds. The Galaxy S7 finishes 6 seconds later with a time of 1 minute and 42 seconds, with the G5 having to reload Angry Birds, so this just may be where the S7 regains the lead, and it has Angry Birds open and ready to go in the background as it does Asphalt 8, so yet another comeback for the S7, while the HTC 10 finished that first lap with a time of 1 minute and 56 seconds. And despite its lackluster first lap, the HTC 10 is flying through this second lap, having most of the apps ready to go. So it just may make a last minute comeback, with all 3 phones at this point just sprinting towards the finish line. And the S7 gets there first, with the HTC 10 almost completing the comeback, finishing second, and the G5 coming in third. What a race, what a finish, with the winner and Android speed test champ, the Galaxy S7. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode.